You feel so confident in this thing, like
it's rear-wheel drive too. It isn't even all-wheel drive.
yeah, it's just so planted. This is a brand new Lotus Evora GT, and it is my favorite sports car for under $100,000. And so today I'm going to tell you my 5 favorite things about the Evora GT. My favorite thing about this car is the steering. It still has hydraulic power steering. Most of the competition now has moved over to electric power steering, so this will, in terms of feedback and overall road feel, this dominates. It just simply has more feel than its competitors. So in the corners, it just feels so much more analog than some of the other cars. And that much more simplistic, which is pretty much Lotus's recipe, right? Like that's been the recipe for so long. It's just simplistic, enthusiast type driving. Probably some of the best steering I've ever felt in a performance car, I would say.
Damn.
At least modern standards. I mean, just because everything else is electric now. It's the best I've felt in a while. If you have any kind of winding roads around where you live, or if you're traveling anywhere in this car with winding roads, it might be the pinnacle automotive experience. Yeah, dude, just you feel so confident in this thing, like
it's rear-wheel drive too. It isn't even all-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's just so planted. Another good thing about this car is the noise. So that is about the best sounding V6 I think on the whole market right now. I mean, it's incredible what they've done with a Camry engine. It just doesn't sound very appealing on paper, but when you really hear it in person, it's just a fantastic sound. Yeah, dude, like this exhaust sounds insane. Revs to about 7,000 RPM, and it really likes to wind out, so you really get to enjoy those revs. And because it's not so overly scarily fast, it's fast, but it's not like McLaren fast, for example. It means that you can really wind out the engine, wind out the power, and therefore wind out the sound, which just never gets old. So exhaust is the big one. That's probably my second favorite thing about this car, is the exhaust behind the steering. Yeah, it's just like so effortless. Another thing about this car I love is just how roomy it is in here. The room in here is just incredibly surprising. I'm 6'4", and I have, what, 3 inches or so of headroom, plenty of leg room. In fact, the seat goes almost too far back, and it's just, I can rest my arm out like this and not feel claustrophobic like what you would in a traditional Lotus, like say an Exige. I'm pretty much elbowing my passenger in the groin every time I drive one of those cars. This, I'm not doing that. I'm just shifting, right? It's like, it's more usable than your traditional Lotus. This is a small car, and it should feel claustrophobic. I mean, you're like a good distance from my seat. Like, it doesn't feel claustrophobic at all.
No. My friend's 6'7", and he fits in here.
Visibility is great from, I mean, not the best back there, but I mean, you know, other than that, it's got great visibility. Another point I'll make is with that engine being a Camry engine, it is incredibly reliable. And so from a longevity standpoint, you know, it's an issue that all supercar owners at some point think about. You know, will my car blow up? Will my car, like, you know, will it last a long time? Will it be reliable? How expensive will it be to repair? The fact that this has a Toyota Camry engine in it just means that this car is incredibly reliable. And just knowing that, you have that extra sense of
insurance or peace of mind.
Peace of mind, yeah. The extra, just like the extra bit of comfort, I guess. And it's just nice to just not be so afraid, maybe, to drive one of these cars so much, because you can.
It's hot as balls.
Yeah. You know, something good as a McDonald's sweet tea.
Oh, gee, I haven't had those. Are those, they're gas?
Yeah, it's certified gas.
Certified.
The last thing is simply the styling. It doesn't really look like anything else on the road and has some fantastic angles. And this Porsche Fashion Gray just looks incredible. It looks more exotic than a 911, which I love. enthusiasts understand what it is, but the average eye, people don't really know what this thing is. And so because of that, it does have some extra head turner effect to it, I guess.
A guy came up to me and asked if it was a McLaren, but looking as they walked by.
Yeah, dude, this thing gets a lot. Everyone's just like, like, what is that? Because it's it's not like it's an ugly, weird car. This is a good looking car. I especially like the rear quarter panel.
I was about
That's
to
my
say the
favorite part.
back looks incredible.
The front is cool. It's nice. The side is nice, but I like the back rear quarter panel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below, like this video, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.